Alright fuckers, welcome back to Son of Scotland TV. We're going to be reviewing the first pay-per-view of this whole classic wrestling retro reviews, and it's going to be WCW Fall Brawl. Now I just want to state one thing here. I started doing these classic retro reviews on the 11th of September 1995, and this pay-per-view happened to be 6 days after the first WCW show I watched. So I didn't really have all the lead, I didn't really have all the build up heading into this pay-per-view, so that might affect my view, my opinion on the pay-per-view, my overall rating, because obviously I only got 1 week of build up, but I mean, shit happens. That's just the starting point I chose, and that's just how we're going to go into this pay-per-view. But like I said, I only knew 2 of the matches that were on this card, and I mean, most pay-per-views, you at least you know the full card, but going into this I only knew 2 matches. So anyway, we'll start off with the first match, and the first match was Johnny B. Bad taking on Flying Brian. Now this, also known as Brian Pillman, this was a one-on-one match, and it was the winner gets a shot at the US champion. Now it's not, they don't get a shot in the pay-per-view. I think they don't actually, I don't think they state it when they get the title shot, but basically the winner gets a future title shot. Now this was a good match to kick off the show, and honest to God, I probably would have gave this an 8, but the problem with this match was it went to a 20-minute draw, and then I was kind of expecting, I don't know what's going to happen, because obviously 20-minute was the time limit in the one-on-one matches, and when it goes to a draw you're thinking, right, well, are they going to give both men the title shot? And then they decide that they're going to restart the match. So when they think you restart the match, automatically I'm thinking, well, it's going to last a couple of minutes, someone's going to get the win. The match went on for another fucking 18 minutes. 18 bloody minutes. Like, how is that possible? Another 18 minutes. So in total, it was 38 minutes. First match of the night, and there was like, no, you don't even get the title shot. I mean, it's not even for the title. It'd be different, I think, if this match was for the title, but it wasn't. It was a #1 contender. So was there really any need for this match to drag on that long? I really don't think so. Anyway, it was Johnny B. Bad who ended up getting the win when him and Pillman, I don't know if it's his finish, I'll be honest, I don't have a fucking clue, but they both went for like a cross body, and their bodies collided. Johnny B. Bad fell on top of Pillman, he got the win. 1, 2, 3, 38-minute match to kick off Fall Brawl. Just not really necessary. Like I say, it's a good match. I would have probably gave it an 8 out of 10 if it wasn't so long, but because it did drag on, it wasn't even for the title. So I'm going to give that a 7 out of 10. Yeah, there you go, 7 out of 10 kick off show. Decent start, but I just think 38 minutes was far too long. Up next, we had a promo from Ric Flair. Not the best Ric Flair promo, but still, Ric Flair, he's good at what he does. It was a decent promo, but like I said, we've seen much better, but I was going to say we've seen much worse, but Ric Flair doesn't really do bad promos. They're either good or great or like fantastic, but I've never really seen him do a bad one. Up next, we had Cobra taking on Sergeant Craig Pittman. I'll be honest, no idea who these two guys are, and the match wasn't great, so there you go. After that, we had Diamond Dallas Page taking on Renegade. Diamond Dallas Page got the win. Another throwaway match, really. It was nothing great about it. It was what it was. 2 back-to-back matches that were just poor, very forgettable. And they could have been so short. Perhaps maybe it was because of how long the first match lasted, or maybe it's just because they weren't good workers and they decided to keep it short. I don't know, guys, but both of these matches very forgettable. Up next, we had Harlem Heat, and they were in a tag team match against, I'm not actually sure, it was Dick Slater and someone else. I'm not quite sure who it was, I'll be honest, but it was for the tag team titles, and the Harlem Heat won the belt. So there you go, Harlem Heat walking out with the tag team championships. There was controversy towards the end with Sherry Martel, and she got in and she was kissing some old guy I've never really heard of. Kind of led to a distraction, which allowed the Harlem Heat to get the win. Booker T came in pissed off, Stevie Ray came in pissed off, but you know what, they left with the belt, so they cannot be that angry. Up next we had Arn Anderson taking on Ric Flair. For me, match of the night. Now in this match you're not going to get your fucking 205 live, your cruiserweights, your spot monkeys, your indie guys doing 450 flips and triple suicide moonsaults and all this pish. But what you got here was a classic wrestling match between two guys that, you know, obviously know the bloody inside of a ring like the back of their hand. These two guys, obviously, you can just tell that they know what they're doing. They obviously know each other, and they've just got so much chemistry. And this was a great match, and not much happened. That's how you know when you've got two brilliant performers. They didn't even need to do much to make this match great. Just the whole chemistry, the tension, everything about this was great. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. Ric Flair towards the end was in control. He was working the leg of Arn Anderson. Now I don't know whether Arn Anderson was kind of working Flair as well, because at one stage he completely collapsed, just as if he couldn't hold his weight with his knee. Now I don't know if he tried to lure Flair by doing that, because then he tried to catch Flair in a small package, but it didn't work because Ric Flair kicked out at 2.5. And then I didn't quite catch who it was, but some guy got up in the apron. I don't think it was Brian Pillman, but some guy got up in the apron, distracted Flair, gave him a super kick from behind or some sort of kick to the back of the head. Arn Anderson quickly snapped Flair down with the DDT, and Arn Anderson picked up the win. Like I said, good match. I'll give this an 8 out of 10. And then the final match, well, with a promo, obviously Hulk Hogan's team with a promo. Hulk Hogan's team was obviously Hogan himself, Macho Man, Randy Savage, Sting, and Lex Luger. And in the main event, it was the Hulkamaniacs taking on the Dungeon of Doom in the War Games match, which it was a bit of a clusterfuck, to be honest. It was sloppy, but it was, you know, your big names in this match. It is what you expect. Obviously, they take intervals going into the match, and Hogan was the last man to come in. And really, who's surprised by this? The heel team got the advantage, so they were always a man up. And then it's 4-3 at the end. Hogan comes in, you know, makes a big comeback, saves his team, blah blah blah, gets the win. And then with Hogan winning, it meant he got like a match with Kevin Sullivan. And by the way, Kevin Sullivan's tiny as fuck. You just can't really buy Kevin Sullivan versus Hogan. But anyway, then the Giant made his debut, and he came down, entered the match, and he basically like fucking snapped Hogan's neck, or that's the way they were trying to portray it. Andre the Giant's son, hi, Big Show. The Giant came out, grabbed him in a like chokehold to save Kevin Sullivan, and just the torque on his neck, man. And then Hogan's like lying there as if he's just been legitimately killed inside the ring. And if that was the case, I'm pretty sure the police would be on the way to the arena to arrest the Big Show, but that didn't happen. The show went off the air with the Hulkamaniacs checking on Hulk Hogan, while the Giant walked to the back looking like a hungry fucking wild beast that hadn't ate in about 1,000 years. So main event, I'll give it a lot of star power in it. The match itself wasn't great, but I suppose the debut of the Giant, so, and it's a cool concept. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. There you go. Give it a 7 out of 10. As for the pay-per-view in general, this was decent. I thought it was good. I'm going to give it there's a lot of throwaway matches, but there's some decent matches as well. I mean, you did have the main event, you had the opener, you had the Ric Flair and Anderson, which was the best, and then the tag team match with Harlem Heat was good as well. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. I can't really give it any more than that. I could have maybe pushed it to a 7, but did I give it a 7? No, I'm going to give it a 6, guys. I'm going to stick with my 6. I'm going to go with a 6. Going to stay true to my words, guys. There you go, 6 out of 10 for Fall Brawl. Let me know what you think down below. Let me know what you think was the best match of the night. And that's it. I don't know what the next pay-per-view will be. Will it be a WWF pay-per-view? Will it be an ECW pay-per-view? Or will it be another WCW pay-per-view? There's only one way to find out. That is to subscribe to the channel. And stay tuned, guys, for more videos in the future. But anyway, until then, peace. What you gonna do when Son of Scarlet 90 tells you to subscribe on YouTube? No, that didn't work, did it? Fuck no, it did not. Right, till next time, peace.